Welcome to BrickTrains. I'm Joey, and it's Mock Monday, so we're going to go over the progress, not only on the layout, but the American Freedom Train. So let's get it around here. Well, actually, first, let's look at the track. So I talked about having to do the ballasting. So I've got the outside curve finished up with the tan up to the little pond lake area, and then it goes all the way around up to the bridge. So we still have the inside to do, this section, but once we get that done, we'll pretty much have that done, and then we can start in on the little gravel or the actual ballast, the little 1x1 rocks and stuff. So that was kind of a pain to do, and at the end of the video I'll show a little time lapse of me doing that. So let's get the American Freedom Train, AFT, around here and see what we've got going on there. So we finally got the black 2x2 round in there for the smokestack for the chimney. So we still gotta get marker lights. Yeah, I think it's pretty much for this. Still, it's not connected, and still haven't really done anything with the tender, except we did put this handrail on. The T1s, the Reading T1s, did have like a handrail, but it was kind of on the corner. So I thought that looked pretty good, and we went ahead and painted it white. Still have to do it for the other side yet. I don't have anything in the back yet. I got these cars, still no roofs. So I ordered roofs pieces, the pieces that I'm going to use, the little slopes, 2x4 light bluish gray slopes from Lego Bricks and Pieces a month ago. They still haven't arrived. So yeah, I know, I get it. Bricks and Pieces and Lego is not really set up to be a BrickLink store, but it is kind of frustrating. And the amount of time, or the amount of money that I saved, I could have recouped that in time, especially considering it was going in a mock. Well, at any rate, I'm still not real thrilled with Bricks and Pieces. It takes too long. I'd rather spend the little bit extra that it would have cost me to get them from BrickLink, and if I just had been sprinkling them in with other orders and stuff, the shipping wouldn't have been as bad. But I mean, I will say getting them from Bricks and Pieces was cheaper, and the shipping was cheaper, but the time, and that's the thing, my time is important to me, and it's really keeping this project from moving forward as we're getting ready to see. So these are the cars with the windows, the display cars, and I did change this one out to have the Freedom Bell to have a yellow bell. It's just sitting in there. I'm not 100% sure I like it. It's better than the gray bell. I really wish that Lego made a pearl gold in something that large, in a cone that large. These are going to be for flags. It didn't run with these. I just have them on there because I don't have it set in a static display position yet. This is the other one. There's not much left here. Obviously you can see these flat roofs. I don't like them. They're really throwing the aesthetic of the train off. And I just don't have any. Hopefully they'll come from Bricks and Pieces soon. This is the other car. There are 10 of these cars in the I think in a couple of videos I've said there's 20 of these cars, but there's actually 10 of these cars. There's 20 sides that have to be done because both sides have these windows. And inside these windows were little vignettes or displays that could be seen from the outside of the train as it was going by or while it was on display. So yeah, we're still working on that. Run out of pieces again. And of course, these are 7 wide. To get that extra little piece, I made this 7 wide versus the 6 wide on the body. And that's just kind of throwing me off. So, missing some 1x8 plates, so we got some more of those on order. This is going to be, this is the bar car, which we've kind of talked about before. See down in there, there's the bar. And then I've upgraded the piano. Let me get the piano out. Oh, all of it didn't come out. All right, so there's our piano now. It's a player piano, so that's why we have the music up there. That's a Friends tile, and then it actually has a piano keyboard tile, which I'm not sure exactly what set those came out of. So, we have the piano car, or the bar car, which is where they love to hang out. And then our last one was the press car. This is the tail car, which we've seen. There's not been any changes there. Doors still waiting on a 1x3 plate. Still just need to order them. Yeah. So this is kind of going to be a short update. I haven't had a lot of time to work on it. I did getting this ballast done is really that's kind of helped me. We did get a few more rails for the bridge, so now we're actually getting some of the guardrails. They're about halfway up both sides now. And I've actually offset them a little bit so they're connected now closer to the switch frog. I'll get it in a minute. So same with up here, which means I've offset them instead of just laying directly in the piece of track. They're kind of overlapping. It gives me a little more room to try to do something here to make that little V that goes in there. So I'm kind of happy with that. I think it's looking good. Waiting on parts. Still need to get a coal bunker going on the, I think that's probably going to be my next big thing, is to get a coal bunker. Get that going on the tender to cover up the batteries. We still have to do the end. Got to get that in there. Still waiting on one of these red pieces here, like that. I got some of those on order. My roof slopes, and then once I get the roof slopes in here and I can start finalizing my height and everything, hopefully I've done that, then we can move on. And then it's going to be more reproduction, right? I'll have essentially 2 passenger cars done, the tail car and then the bar car. So the rest of the cars are going to be modeled basically off of that. So we'll add details to that. And then I have both the showcase cars and the display cars. So we'll have to make, we'll have to make 9 more of those, and the other 2 are done, other than getting the roofs and then getting the interiors. And that's one of the things I want to get. I want to try and get a lot of interior in these cars that are going to have interiors. Ones where we can actually take the roof pieces off and see inside. So another one, we got the pie car. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be like a restaurant car. Had a little diner in it. So that one's kind of cool. Get that one done. And then we'll see. Then we got some flat cars. There was like 3 flat cars. I think that will be a pretty unique looking car to have too. But it also carried all the wagons, the ticket wagons, the extracurricular vehicles, the Jeeps and Broncos. I think it was a Bronco they had. Big forklift. They carried a big forklift with them. So that kind of stuff would be cool to model. But those things are down the road further. I want to got to get these other 9 cars made. I got to get the roof pieces. I got to get wheels. I have wheels in some BrickLink stores in my shopping carts. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. Partly because I ain't pulled the trigger on, or well, I have pulled the trigger on the roof. I just haven't got those roof pieces in. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get a whole bunch of wheels, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. Still need to get this area cleaned up. Still not cleaned up. Now it's got tan plates. So once I get that finished, as far as ballasting concerned, this last curve will be the end of the main loop, and I can start putting my ballast pieces in, my little rocks, and then it'll be the yard. And this yard is I ain't figured it out yet. I got to figure it out. So get back on the track plan, and yeah, here's a picture from the track plan of what it's supposed to look like. I just haven't got there yet. So once we get that figured out, we can get that section all ballasted in, and it may be we may use more gray in that area, or dark bush gray, because it is a yard versus like the main line or the road line. Kind of like how the bridge is the light gray and the dark gray to represent metal, not gravel, dirt and stuff. So the yard may end up being gray too. I don't know. Have to look. Have to see. Okay. Well, like I said, this is probably going to be a little bit of a short one, but thanks for watching. Oh, you made it to the end of the line, and it must be comment contest time. So when I built this layout, I built it out of some plywood that was 1/4 inch. What should be the correct thickness of plywood that I built it out of? You can see that it seems to be pretty squashy back here, and I need to support it. So put in the comments what you think is the best thickness for train layout.